Hey guys, how's it going? In this video, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to show you exactly how I record my electric drum kit, which is a ALESIS Strike Pro, the special edition with the 20-inch kick drum and the upgraded hi-hat, which works really well. I'm going to show you how to record this drum kit and just a very basic kind of processing inside in my DAW, which is REAPER, when I create a YouTube video. Recently, I got quite a few questions from you guys about, how I record the drum and how I get my kick sound, how I get my snare sound, if I use any samples or if I use the built-in drum samples. So I try to answer to everybody one by one, but I was like, I think it would be easier if I just, make a video. So whatever question you have, hopefully this video is going to answer that. All right, let's jump right into it. The very first question: how do you connect your drum kit to the computer? My method is to use an audio interface with a MIDI cable. MIDI cable like this. Inside it has this 5-pin connector. What I do, on the drum module, there is a MIDI in and output. So I connect this cable to the output, and the other end of the cable, I connect it to my audio interface, the MIDI in. By the way, I'm using the Focusrite Scarlett 2i4 second generation audio interface. It's great. And from there, you have to prepare REAPER to actually receive the signal. I just create another track just like that. And here in the input, where it says input, you select MIDI, Focusrite MIDI, or whatever interface you have, and all channels. And then you have to arm the recording. If you've done everything right, when you hit your drum kit, you will see some kind of signal, like a white line, at least it's in REAPER, it's a white line, going up and down when you hit the drum pads, which means you have connection and you are ready to record. The only thing you have to do, just arm your metronome, set the BPM to whatever you want, and hit record. And that's it. Then you can record your drums. So what I did actually, I just kind of jumped ahead. I recorded a bit of a drumming, just try to hit all the pads here and there so I can show you how to get the sound. Because when, just let me close this one because I don't need this anymore. There you go. So, because if I hit play now, you can see there is signal coming, but there is no sound, right? Which means that something is missing. There are two ways where you can apply the drum plugin if you use a third-party drum plugin, which I do. I'm going to show you with the free version. It's called the Steven Slate Drums SSD5. And if you just open it on the track where your MIDI is, you are going to come up with this empty drum kit, right? You can see it's empty, nothing is happening. And even if I hit play, I have signal, but there is no sound at all. So what you have to do, just create a drum, double-clicking on one of these, and here you go. And if you click on this one now, there you go. We have a drum kit. Hey, good. And now, if I hit play, listen. It still sounds weird. It's just weird. The hi-hat is missing, the tones are missing, the cymbals are not accurate, something is not right. You have to map your drum pads out by opening the map editor here. Lucky for me, or even for you, if you use the same drum kit, they actually mapped it out for you, and it's included in the plugin. And just remember, this plugin is free, okay? You can download it for free and keep it forever. And it sounds great. As you can see, it has a lot of drums. For a free version, it's like, what? Anyway, so back to mapping. If you press load presets, there is an ALESIS strike. Actually, there is a couple of other modules, like the DM10, Pearl Mimic Pro and stuff, Yamaha drum kits. I already did mine. And if I go back now and hit play, I can hear the hi-hat accurately. And it's great, it works, right? But there is a limitation if you just open the plugin on the track, which is you cannot kind of sculpt the drum sound any further. Which means if you're not happy with the drum sound, how it sounds out of the box, you kind of have to stick with it. Because you cannot EQ just like the kick drum or just the snares, or you cannot compress certain elements of the drums, just the whole drum kit together, which might be good for you, but for me, I kind of like to get into details because, you know, different genres require the different drum sound. Obviously, if, you know, there's a fast-paced, you know, technical death metal, I don't want a woofy low end on the kick drum because it's just going to muddy up the whole mix. It sounds tight. So I don't want that. So I want to EQ out the low end of the kick and carve out the mids and, you know, just boost a bit of a highs, this, I don't know, 4 to 5K, just the clickiness, so it can cut through the mix. But if you just open like this, you can't do it. You can't single out. So there is another way to actually get every individual drum part on a separate track. In Reaper, you just have to right-click and choose Insert Virtual Instrument on a new track, right? And then you choose the same one. Now, there is a question, do you want to add the following tracks? If you say no, it's just going to open one track again, which is kind of pointless. So you hit yes, and whoa, there you go. We have so many tracks now, as you can see. And now if I hit play, watch, nothing happens. You have to go through the whole process. Select the drum kit, and in the mixer, you have to route out every single channel. Because if you look at here in the bottom, it says out one, or first, on all the channel. So if I hit play again, everything comes out on the first input. You have to go there, here in the mixing panel. So let's say I want to keep the kick drum on the first channel, which is output 1. You can choose like, okay, I put the kick in, which is the inside microphone in the kick drum, on one separate channel, and I put the kick out, which is a microphone outside of the kick drum, on a separate channel. It depends how deep you want to get into, you know, shaping your drum sound. Just for this video's sake, I'm going to leave both on the first channel, and the same is going to go with the snare. All the snares I'm going to put on output 2. By the way, in this program, to select more than one, you just have to hold Control and click on the track, and it's going to be selected, so you can select multiple tracks. Okay, so toms. When it's a real recording, I like to have control on, you know, individual toms, like a proper, you know, drum recording session when you have tom mics on each individual toms. So I like to do the same. But again, just for the video's sake, I'm going to do like, okay, so the rack toms, which is the 10-inch and the 12-inch tom, which is basically the racks, I'm going to put them on one channel, which is going to be channel 3, because remember, 1 is the kick, channel 2 is the snare, so 3 is rack toms, And let's put the floor toms on channel 4. I'm going to leave hi-hat alone to 5. The right, it's going to be 6. So yeah, in this plugin, you don't just get the overheads, microphones. You have spot mics on the right and the hi-hat, which is crazy good. Crazy good. Crazy good.
Crazy good.
Talking about overheads, so the overhead mics, I put it on channel or track 7, and you got 2 room mics. Again, you can put them separately, but I'm just going to put them on 1, which is I'm on 8, right? Yeah, there you go. So basically, it's a snare low resonance. When the kick drum hits, it just resonates the bottom of the snare. It's kind of just gives some more realistic to the drum sound, but it's not important. It's basically it's inaudible, so you can't really hear it if you miss it. So you can just mute it. And now, when I hit play, watch watch these meters. Wow, they came alive, right? Let's see the toms. Yep. Okay, it works. So in this case, if you just want to deal with the kick drum, you can solo your kick drum. And the cool thing is, you can actually just, put an EQ on there. You said, I don't know, it's a bit too much here. Let's take some mids out. What is it? Oh, it's boofy. Okay. Let's make it a bit more clicky, more metal. There you go. So if I bypass the EQ, more metal, more click, more metal, right? That's it. More clicky. There you go. So that's the point, to separate all the tracks so you can individually treat everything. As I just tried to show you a very quick basic kick drum EQ. But you can put compressor as well. So, I don't know. Let's try
something.
Like this one. Let's see how this sounds. High pass filter, put a bit of distortion, saturate. Okay. Alright, let's switch it off. Nice and punchy. Again, I affect only the kick drum. If I was just, opening this drum plugin on the track, on my MIDI track, I wouldn't be able to just, get in, slice them up, and just treat the individual drum part. But with this, you can listen to the music, the material that you are working with, and you can, okay, so it's a very bass-heavy music. So obviously, I have to kind of carve out something from the kick drum, or it is, I don't know, some pop. So obviously, I have to treat the snare, it's a bit more differently than in a metal production. Anyway, I'm not going to get into how to mix a drum kit right now. I just wanted to show you how I actually record and how I open the whole thing in Reaper, ready for production. And I hope it was helpful. And if you have any other questions that I didn't answer in this video, please leave a comment below and I'm going to come back to you and I'm going to answer. I'm planning to make a video series about this home recording and home production. So I'm going to start with the drums, where I'm going to show you in practice how to, hook up, cable up everything. I'm going to make a video when I play the drums, record it live, and also I'm going to show you how to mix. So basically I'm going to write a song from the scratch, I'm going to record the drums, I'm going to record bass, and I'm going to record guitars, and I'm going to mix it in front of you. I hope it's something that you are going to find interesting. As I said in this video, I just wanted to show you how I record the drums. All right? So once again, if you have any questions, please leave a comment below and see you in the next video. All right? Take care.